Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Hey, today I've got my inspector hat on, the construction hat that I have. We only have 3 more episodes in Exodus. Today we're talking about the final inspection. We've talked about the tabernacle. We spent quite a bit of time here in Exodus talking about the construction of the tabernacle. The first part, which was pretty detailed, was all the details God gave on how they were to build this tabernacle. And then we spent the last couple episodes here, a few episodes, talking about them actually building the ark, putting it all together, and them taking an offering, to get everything together for this and all that. Today we're concluding that section by the final inspection. Okay, whenever you build something, you have a final inspection. It might not be the county coming out to inspect it. It might be whoever you're building the thing for. Let's say I'm building a table and for a customer, and the customer comes and looks at it and does a final inspection, goes, yeah, I wanted the table to be bigger than that, or more sturdy than that, or whatever. And so they inspect it before it's actually finished. So today we're talking about the final inspection. That's where all these workers and everything have done everything. Now it's up to Moses to give the final okay, and he's going to check everything out here. So let's read here today. This is Exodus 39 verses 32 to 43. Exodus 39, 32 to 43. Okay? And it says this: so all the work on the tabernacle of the tent was completed. Okay, the Israelites did everything just as the Lord had commanded. That's the big thing with this whole thing, is the Israelites did everything the Lord had commanded. When it came to other parts of their lives, no, they didn't do that necessarily. But when it came to constructing this tabernacle, they followed everything right down to the T. God gave them clear instructions to what to do to build this tabernacle, and they did it exactly like that. So when you do that, the things are going to fall right into place. When we are doing a mold job, we will have the mold assessor come out and write up a protocol, and then we follow the protocol. If we do everything on that protocol exactly as we're supposed to, when it comes to the final test, I don't really have to worry, because I did everything I was supposed to do according to the protocol. And so anyway, it's the same thing here. They followed everything, so the inspection's not a big deal. All right. Verse 33, then they brought the tabernacle to Moses, the tent and all its furnishings, its clasps, its frames, its crossbars, posts, and bases, the covering, the ram skins of dyed red, and the covering of other durable leather, and shielding curtains, the ark and the covenant law with its poles and all its atonement covers, the table with all its articles, and the bread and the presence, the pure gold lampstand with its rows of lamps, and all the accessories, and all the olive oil for the light, and the gold altar, and the anointing oil, and the fragrant incense, and the curtain for the entrance to the tent, the bronze altar with all the bronze grating, the poles here, and all its utensils, the basin with its stand, the curtains of the courtyard with all its posts and base, and the curtains for the entrance to the courtyard, the ropes and the tent pegs for all the courtyard, all the furnishings of the tabernacle, the tent of meeting, and the woven garments worn for the ministering in the sanctuary, both for the sacred garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments for his sons serving as priest. Everything, I just read a whole list of stuff. It was everything here, okay? The tent and everything in it, all the furnishings, all these curtains and poles and all that stuff. It's all listed there. And so they bring all that stuff. He's checking it all out, making sure it's okay. Verse 42, the Israelites had done all the work just as the Lord had commanded Moses. All right, so again, it says it for the second time here. The people did everything just as the Lord had commanded, okay? And saw that, and Moses inspected the work. Okay, now he's inspecting the work, and saw that they had done it just as the Lord had commanded. so Moses blessed them. It concludes, this chapter concludes, Moses blessed them. Why did he bless them? He blessed them because they had done everything just as the Lord had commanded. And he saw that it was done just as the Lord had commanded. Big thing in your life. If we do things just as the Lord has commanded us, it goes a long way. I was in an office this past week, and I saw a sign there, and it was just a written sign, and it said, if we won't know God's will for us if we don't follow like the written will, that with what's in the Bible. So if we're not following the Bible, how are we going to know? And we go, oh, what's the will of God for us in our lives? Well, let's start with the Bible, okay? Because that's all spelled out there for us. If we don't do this, we're not going to know what the other part of the will is for our lives. But the people, the bottom line here, the people did everything just as God had said, and they were blessed at the end. Okay, that's it. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Exodus. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.